Well, now to a CBS News exclusive. A poll from UnidosUS is giving us new insight into where the Hispanic voting bloc stands right now. It found that the economy is a big factor for Latinos going to the polls. Just 15% of Hispanic voters said they live comfortably, and 60% say the cost of living is their top priority. The polling also shows community support for President Trump is on the decline. I want to bring in Clarissa Martínez De Castro. She's the vice president of the Latino Vote Initiative at UnidosUS, a Hispanic civil rights and advocacy nonprofit. Clarissa, thanks for joining us. This is really interesting stuff. What are you hearing in your conversations with Latinos about their feelings about the economy and how that's impacting their votes?
Well, the story with these voters continues to be the cost of living. And when you think about it, it makes complete sense. 8 in 10 Latino working adults are members of the American working class. You get pushed out on housing further away from work. You have to drive longer distances to work. Rising rents, rising gas, rising cost of food are going to hit you in the pocketbook very acutely. And so I think that it's surprising to see that just 15% of Hispanic voters say that they're living comfortably, and the rest are either treading water or barely staying afloat.
And Clarissa, support from Hispanic voters made a crucial difference for President Trump in 2024. So why are they pulling away now?
Yes, indeed, President Trump was able to increase support among Hispanic voters, even though the majority still went for Harris. And it was very much connected to economic discontent. Economic discontent first helped Biden beat Trump, then it helped Trump beat Biden. But Trump owns the economy right now. And so going into 2026, I think that the warning signs for Republican candidates is that not only the approval levels for the president are very low among Hispanics, but the two issues most impacting Hispanic voter views about the president are the economy and immigration actions in U.S. cities.
And let's talk about that second one. You had some insight into how Latinos feel about the Trump administration's immigration enforcement. What can you tell us?
I think that it's almost a mirror opposite what is happening from what Hispanic voters want to see. I think some people have interpreted that wanting to have law and order in immigration means being okay with mass deportations, but nothing can be further from the truth. Hispanic voters want to see a fair, orderly, and firm immigration system, but more than 70% are opposed to giving more funding for ICE without any guardrails. And overwhelmingly, 8 in 10 support legalization for long-residing undocumented immigrants, including Republican Latino voters. So what we're seeing is almost opposite of what Hispanic voters want to see, and that is why we continue to see this decline in support, where 25% of Hispanics who voted for the president in 24 say they wouldn't do that today again. But Democrats can't rest in their laurels either.
And quickly, before we wrap up, both parties appear to be underperforming with Latinos. What does that tell us?
Well, Hispanic voters are a young and expanding electorate. 40% just joined the electorate in the last 4 years. So this really doubles down on the notion that candidates need to reach out and engage with these voters if they want their support. And Democrats definitely, while they're in the lead in the generic ballot in almost any other race we measured, they are still below the levels that they need to really succeed.
All right, Clarissa Martínez De Castro, thank you.
Thank you.